Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Twitch's response to the entire controversy. Now, if you don't remember, just a few weeks ago, Twitch got itself embroiled in some massive controversy because of basically how they were handling their revenue split and some of the changes that they were making to the platform. So, if you don't remember, or you weren't around, I guess, when this whole thing happened, basically Twitch, a few weeks ago, announced that they were going to be doing a worse payout split for creators. This ended up pissing off a lot of people, obviously, because they're making less money, and especially like the top earners on the platform were going to be losing a significant portion of their revenue. And it was like another one of these like stupid decisions kind of made by Twitch. It seems like almost in the heat of the moment or something, I don't know, but they're known for making dumb decisions. They're like YouTube, right? Except YouTube at this point knows what it needs to do in order to compete in the changing landscape of online video content with new, competitors like TikTok popping up, of course, Twitch, Facebook gaming. They've kind of actually realized a good plan for growth, and they've been adding new features and bringing in new things that make people want to stream on YouTube, while Twitch is, well, of course, cutting their revenue, apparently I can't talk, cutting their revenue split from 70-30 to 50-50, meaning that 20% of the money that creators were once making are now basically going to be going back to Twitch. Twitch's excuse for this was it's too expensive to run their platform, They don't know how to run their platform at the price that they were running it at now, and of course, the first thing they did was just take money from creators. Like, of course, there was no other way to fix this problem other than just, taking the hard-earned money away from the creators who make your platform what it is. Well, Twitch has formally responded to the controversy actually at TwitchCon, which in and of itself has been a complete freaking disaster. If you've seen any footage or anything, I actually made a video yesterday talking about how a streamer ended up breaking her back in two places because she jumped into a foam pit at the thing and it basically broke her spine. So yeah, that's basically how TwitchCon's going. If that gives you any indication on how this response is going to be, just go ahead and take it right there, because that's exactly how this response was. So Twitch consistently makes changes to its website, such as the recent elevated chat feature that allows messages to be pinned to the top for 30 seconds so the broadcaster has a better chance of seeing it. Some changes are met with a positive reaction, though there have also been some updates and policy alterations that have left a sour taste in a lot of mouths, and the decision to change the way the company pays its top earners is just one more that many are disputing. The recent TwitchCon event gave the streaming platform the opportunity to address the upcoming payment scheme, which many users are concerned about. During the convention, which took place in San Diego, Chief Monetization Officer for Twitch, Mike Minton, responded to the reactions regarding the changes, saying that there was no way the company could continue with the 70-30 split. He said it was simply, quote, not viable in the long term, before going on to address the fact that Amazon, one of the wealthiest companies in the world, expects the broadcasting site to function as a, quote, independent business. Okay, so this is the response, yeah. Alright, so let me go ahead and explain to you why this is actually a terrible response to the entire situation here. Not only because they went against what people wanted yet again, but because it completely opens them up to everything I'm about to say here. So basically they're making the claim that like Twitch couldn't operate at a 70-30 split. If they're paying creators 70% of the money on the platform that it's, generating, they just simply can't afford to keep the platform running. Which is really funny because their competitors seem to be able to hold up decent splits. I mean, YouTube has a pretty alright split, I'd say. Even on like OnlyFans, it's 80-20 split, and on like Patreon, I think it's like 88% goes to the creator. YouTube, it's like 60 or 70%, so it's like similar, you know what I mean? But apparently Twitch just simply can't afford to operate at this rate, even though once again, it's owned by one of the wealthiest companies in the world. It sounds like some corpo bullshit, you know what I mean? Oh, we can't afford to keep our platform running at this price because what? It's too expensive to run. Here's what I'm gonna go ahead and argue, and I think this makes sense, right? I'm thinking of like a capitalist standpoint here, because that's how these businesses run, right? If your business is running and it can't function at a 70-30 split, so you have to knock it to a 50-50 split, but your biggest competitor can offer a 60% split, doesn't that just kind of mean your company isn't destined to do well in the long term anyway? Like, one of the big rules of business is if your competitors can find a way to do something that edges you as the competition out of the scene, then either A, you have to adapt and respond to that, and you have to make changes that'll help your business actually grow in the long term and help your business keep people on board in the long term, or B, your business doesn't even deserve to fucking exist. It's that simple. From a purely capitalist standpoint, like if your business can't afford to exist at the same rate that like your competitors can, you're just fundamentally running your business wrong. It really just, it's not more simple than that. Like that's just how business works. If you run, let's say like you run a hamburger restaurant, right? You got your fucking, you know, Donnie's Burgers here, right? And next door you got Champ's Burgers, right? You're selling a burger for $5, but Champ's over here is selling a burger the same size for $4. What business do you think people are gonna more often than not want to go to, right? I think Champs is probably going to take the fucking cake. Why is that? Because it's cheaper. They can, you know, afford to sell something at a lower cost. Well, it's essentially the same thing between YouTube and Twitch. YouTube can afford to pay their creators more money. Maybe that does have something to do with the fact that Google isn't forcing it to run, maybe like Amazon's forcing Twitch to run, but I mean, at a certain point, Amazon's gonna have to give you money. Like that's how it works. Like they bought your company. Do you really think they expected to buy your fucking company and for it to just operate completely independently, you know? Not need any funding, not need any, you know, business investment whatsoever from the parent company? Like it just doesn't make sense. And it's not like Amazon doesn't host a bunch of web servers and video servers and shit anyway. You're telling me they can't discount this so Twitch can use it and run on their platform? That's a really good fucking business decision. That's a really smart business decision. But you're still telling me that Amazon can't afford to give one of their companies, one of their subsidiaries, a little bit of a break? Like, it just doesn't make sense. It just sounds like a very corporate PR response to the entire controversy here. And that's exactly what people didn't want. That's exactly what they should not have done. The whole goal of this thing, if you were even going to address it, should have been like, hey, maybe we should give a response that'll make people happy. If you were just gonna respond with the same bullshit you've been telling us this whole time, why even respond to it? You should have just said like no comment or something, you know? If it was gonna be not a reversal, why even address it again and get people worked up again? It doesn't make sense. But then again, most of the shit that Twitch does as a business doesn't make sense anymore. They just love like handing over the competition, it seems like. I mean, as like a Twitch streamer, what reason do you have to stay on the platform besides brand loyalty? What reason do you really have? YouTube has gotten better pretty much at everything compared to Twitch. All the same features pretty much, way more monetization features on YouTube, way easier to actually grow your channel on YouTube because the discoverability is way better. You can make more types of content on YouTube. There's more active users on YouTube than there is on Twitch. And YouTube is throwing money behind streaming. Like they're literally paying streamers to come to their platform. Like if you're fucking Pokimane or any of these big streamers over on Twitch at this point, what reason do you genuinely have to not stay on Twitch? YouTube will offer you a bigger bag and it'll be a better platform for you to grow on. Like it genuinely doesn't even make sense. If I was one of these like top 25 big Twitch streamers right now, I would be taking a multi-million-dollar deal to be on YouTube gaming. It's really that simple. These kinds of decisions are why Twitch is going to eventually go under. And it really feels like we're watching the entire Twitch company kind of die right before our eyes because that's really all I can see right now. I don't think it's going to get any better for them announcing this kind of shit. I don't think this is going to make creators happier or anything like that. So with that being said though, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @subtooptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. And until my next video guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about Twitch addressing the situation and signing out.